The opening interview question, tell me about yourself. Now, if you look at how you're supposed to answer this question, you're supposed to walk the interviewer through your work history, but if you don't have any experience, what do? Well, for those of you looking for a job without work experience, this one's for you. Hey guys, it's Brian back at you with another video where my goal is to help you unlock a rewarding career and a life you'll be proud of. And if you want more job search tips and career growth insights so that you guys can land that dream job, switch careers, or grab that next promotion, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. So the question, tell me about yourself, is a tricky one, and a lot of career coaches tell you not to talk about your personal stuff like your hobbies, your passions, and how you like to spend your free time. And considering you don't have much of a work history, well, what's left? Guys, I feel your struggle to answer this question properly. Let's break this question down further, peel back exactly what it's looking for. Then we're gonna teach you how to find great examples to use, and then I'm also gonna give you a structure to use in your actual response. Tell me about yourself is supposed to be a warm-up opener for you, and I want you to realize that you guys actually have the freedom to answer that question in any way you want it to go. That's the first thing. Number two, people think that the best answer is one where you walk the interviewer through your work history. And yeah, for the most part, that's true. And the greater the work history, the better the answer, but it doesn't apply in every instance. The purpose of your answer is to tell the interviewer what you're about and what you want them to remember you for, and more specifically, what value you bring and what makes you unique. And to that point, it's about communicating your unique value proposition and then substantiating that value proposition with examples from your work experience. But because you don't have much of a work history, then it's about finding other examples in your life to back up your value proposition. So you see, it's not about the work history. It's really more about the value proposition. It's important for me to specify that the value proposition is a unique part of you and helps the recruiter actually understand how you're different from everyone else. Maybe it's the way you see the world, how you approach life or work, or maybe it's like a personal belief. Whatever it is, it's what makes you different from all the other applicants. And this is such an important piece of the puzzle, guys, and it's really what has given my clients, those that lack work experience, an edge over more qualified candidates and help them get the job. But what's really key here is that the value proposition is the central message, not your work experience. It's a completely different mind shift, right? So with this, now it's more of a matter of finding really great examples in your life to support and prove your value proposition. Now, you can't just use any example. Instead, I want you guys to think back in your life and remember those times where you had to overcome personal challenges. Maybe you had to lead people. Maybe there were some academic achievements that you were really proud of, or maybe you did some volunteering, or any situation where you had a massive transformation or learning, like a substantial failure in life, or maybe where people had to rely on you and depend on you. So to begin, I want you guys to write down the example and utilize what I call the START method to write out your example. For those of you that don't know START stands for situation, task, action, result, which we all know, and transformation. Let's say the example was that you had to take care of your family growing up. The situation is I was the oldest child in the family, and at the age of 10, I had to cook, clean, and take care of my younger siblings because my parents were working all day on their business. As for the task, I would have to come home from school, prepare dinner, clean up the house after dinner, do my homework, then make sure my siblings were in bed by 9 p.m. As to the action, this required me to utilize lists for everything, checklists for nightly duties, lists for groceries, and I also had to prioritize my siblings' needs first before mine, and that might mean having to stay up later to do my homework. To the result, our family was never rich, but my siblings and I had a very close relationship because of it. They never had to be hungry nor felt that they were ever unloved or alone. To this day, we are really close to each other and they help me as much as I help them. And then comes the transformation. I had to learn to grow up very quickly, learn to be strong and lead under pressure. I also learned the importance of prioritizing tasks and staying organized. Now that you have the outline, get into the details until you have a fleshed out example to back up your value proposition. Don't leave anything out, guys. Give me as much context as possible. Yes, your answer is going to be long, but that's okay because I'd rather you have more information than not enough, and all you got to do is scale it back so it becomes a shorter and concise example for the interview. The value proposition and the example to back it up really makes the majority of the answer. So to craft your answer, here's the structure I want you guys to use. Number one, first of all, hit them with your value proposition right away. Then two, you can then mention any additional key skills, education, certifications that you have that complement your value proposition and that also matches the job description. Number three, then you go into your detailed example to support your value proposition using the START format. And then I want you guys to close with why you're interested in the job. And then lastly, kick a question back to the interviewer. So if you have a topic that you want me to cover in a future video, just let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Cheers.